top 12, top 16 player, but now here we see him in the top 8, 2v2, breathing new life into a lot of the players that we haven't seen in quite a while. So DB and Stardeath, we did see them in the winner's side. We'll see how they do here in the loser's side. Again, Paje and Wish.
Paje and Wish. If you're following on Smash GG brackets, he shows up as Steve. That's why you see his name Steve down on the bottom. He's playing that Nash. He's got the big hammer. He's swinging away, getting those stomps into combos. Ooh, a little bit of ping pong action. The table tennis with some big hammers. Maximum damage.
Nice little team pickup there from Stardeath to get the side air from the down air from DB, but both players losing their stocks, and now the red team really trying to consolidate their positions on the map. DB able to find that sword and support his team, but
the moment you have an opening, the moment you've got that opening against that momentary 2v1, you've really got to pressure it. You've got to get as much damage, juice it as hard as you can right there. Wish, Steve finally going down, and Paje, somehow surviving off of that upward send.
Looking for the recovery from the grounded position, not able to find it. The clash is actually going to send Paje over by his teammate Wish, and that's going to force DB into the hands of Wish, charging up a neutral sig off stage, which does have a spiking feature if you catch it on that downswing.
Ooh. Wish turning it around against Stardeath, absolutely crazy.
That was nearly a KO too. Stardeath just barely making his way back. Now Wish looking for the side sig, not able to find the KO, and that's going to be the weapon throw, stopping all of that sideways momentum. And DB and Stardeath a little bit in trouble right now. It's Stardeath falls.
Oh no!
Ooh,
just made it. It was a little bit hairy there, but he managed to just grab the bottom corner.
Didn't have his recovery, so losing that right there and not able to recognize that you needed to get that wall touch. Unfortunately, he did, but if he wasn't able to, that's an unnecessary stock, and that would have been devastating.
Ooh, DB just leaving a little bit of a gap in what would have been the combo there. Doesn't matter, he gets the spike, and just like that, Wish down to his final stock. Paje threatening edge guard. Does he get the turnaround onto DB? No, DB! Just slashing away at that ground pound. They've got the momentary power play against Steve Wish.
Paje right now going for the side air, looking for some bigger hits to displace some of the blue team members right now. Stardeath looking for the neutral air, trying to catch people out in those aerial positions, with DB looking for a few aerial hits. It's a little bit of a slower paced play than we've seen in the entire last set, but it is a bit more of a neutral game focused pick up and play kind of deal that we're looking at here. Double down air, nice option from DB, looking for that ground pound spike option as well. Not going to find that one though.
Man, there was such a massive advantage for the red team. Paje and Wish, they were both sitting on 2 stocks. They had DB and Stardeath nearing the red, and here it is. Somehow DB and Stardeath managed to bring it back, bring the damage back. Unfortunately, DB falling down, not enough options left, and Wish just closing it out on Stardeath. That's a Game 1 victory for Paje and Steve.
And already getting into game number 2 here. Let's see the replay a little bit. And Wish looking for those signature moves, just wildly swinging that hammer. And, you know, you start swinging and you don't stop, eventually you're going to find a connection here as he gets that ground pound into...
and that caught out the recovery, too. So there was no making it back from that. You needed the save, and they just locked up Stardeath, unable to help.
And honestly, these signature options have been phenomenal for Wish as well. I gotta say, big shout out to the fact that he did the falling double side air into gravity cancel side sig. That was an option I had not considered before.
Yeah, pretty crazy. So now they're up 1-0 in this best of 5 set. We're going game number 2 over. It's on Crystal Temple. It's got these platforms right at that just prime anti-air height. You see a lot of these signatures, even those spear down lights, they're going to hit somebody that thinks it might be a little safe to stand on those platforms. It's not.
Ooh, getting back to stage. Nice recovery from Paje and Wish with the
he just goes for it.
Wait,
no!
Oh no! Why'd you go for the neutral air? you had the KO in the bottom.
He absolutely had it. I mean, he might have needed the hit just to get the chase dodge to save himself. I don't know if it would have been worth it to maybe just say, hey, I'll trade 1-for-1 here. But I'm glad to see that at least both of them survived.
I think in that situation, it really depends on how much damage you took before you started going for the down airs. If your damage was big and you can afford to just reset the stock, go for it. But if you have no damage built up and you can afford to extend even longer, perhaps going for that is the better option, because then you can, make it back to stage and just hold on to even more damage on. It's all irrelevant now. It's way past. I mean, the way these games go, there's already 2 stocks gone from that point.
I mean, it's seeming unfortunate. They finally managed to tie up the stocks. The damage is actually very even. So even with all these crazy plays, the hammer arcing, the double down airs on the sword, DB almost ground pounding Wish out of the game here, they've managed to stay fairly even in total damage between the blue and the red team. Oh, DB finally finding that ground pound. Wish going down to his last stock.
Just barely catching the down sig on the tip from Paje, catching DB, and now DB looking for the side air. Side air again, looking for the pressure onto Paje, but finding his way back. The help from Wish allowing him to get back as well. Stardeath looking for the approach on stage, coming from the left side. Now Stardeath coming back to the center stage, looking to reset. Paje looking for the disruption. The side air, looking for that KO, finds it. Wow, just from center stage, absolutely incredible hit there from him to confirm that KO. And now DB looking for another KO as well. The down light, not going to find a pickup. The side air is.
Gets the recovery even. It seems to be DB kind of taking the front runner while Stardeath is running a lot of this support in the back. He's just using that spear, the amount of area that those attacks can cover, to just set the stage for DB to score knockouts. And there it is. He scores one of his own. Wish getting out of here. They've got the 2v1 against Paje. You know they're looking to set up some kind of team combo. Paje not having any of it.
And Paje all by himself now, but it is one stock on both sides. He's playing a character who has big damage, big variable force, hits out of those signatures, and just the general hammer attack kit itself. So this is definitely not out of his hands yet, especially if he is able to bait someone off stage, get that recovery, that
was too close. That was way too close for comfort.
Oh, look at this. Hattori is only a 4 defense character unless you're using that.
Oh! Read the jump, the spear toss, the javelin from all the way, hitting him in the reticle. Perfect sniper. That thing was laser guided.
I honestly thought he was going to be able to get around that. I thought he saw the weapon throw coming and he was going to dip underneath, go for a dodge in towards the stage, and then for a recovery, trying to catch a recovery out on from the weapon throw from DB. But honestly, look right here. Paje gets the side air, misses the other one, coming back around. DB getting that spear in the side.
Hit him out of that
big
jump
stuff
there. Absolutely crazy. And now we're going into the next game. Stage band's coming out. Wish actually changing his Nash skin, getting a little bit of the Franken Nash on there. A little early for the spooky season, but hey man, I'm going to do that stuff all year long. I'm with it.
Well, getting things started off, he's going to be going high, grabbing that spear to start it all off. And now DB with the spear approaches. Everyone with a spear right now. Paje, though, playing the Terros, it'd be impossible unless somehow this was like a Switchcraft tournament or something like that. But hey, who knows? Nothing's impossible, I suppose. Just incredibly improbable. Either way, Wish with the weapon throw, looking for the haymaker. Not going to connect it a little too soon on the the firing of that one. But Stardeath with the side sig, that's going to nearly be a KO.
Oh, went for the big ground pound. I'm so nervous going off stage against DB at all because his sword down airs have like surgical precision. So now he's just going to guard this corner. Is it the rotation over to Paje? Keeping Wish off stage. No, Paje rotates in, saves his teammate, and scores the knockout.
A lot of stage control coming in from the red team right now. Wish going very deep, playing a very risky game, going way.
Oh
weapon throw connecting! And how did that neutral sig not connect onto DB? He clipped through the top of the animation. He still made it back.
Oh, wow. Still just clinging to the wall. DB was able to scrape it, but unfortunately, his spear is now out of his hands. He's left unarmed, have to swap over to the sword. But look at this. The stock difference right now. A tenuous lead. Gone! Is Paje getting knocked off the top.
DB with an approach coming in, looking for the neutral light. Not going to get that opportunity, though, as Paje and Wish just absolutely brutalize the blue team right now, throwing them off stage. Stardeath is trying to get a position to get some hits in, but he just continuously gets destroyed by these aerials from this hammer kit.
Yeah, and it's not looking much better as he's trying to land. Can't do it. There's the hailstorm of weapons. His teammate got taken out. He just got pogoed into oblivion. 2-stock lead for Paje and Wish.
Side sig coming out. It's not going to be too much. It's a fresh stock, so there's no big variable force there to confirm anything big off of. Very nice move there. Unfortunately, DB was not ready for the pickup. Down sig, though. Beautiful.
Jeez. All right.
And
so
that's what you get for finishing the battle pass, too. Look at that. Ooh.
Hey, man, he finished the battle pass. He finished the lead. It is now gone. Paje and Wish tied up with DB and Stardeath. 1 stock all around. 1 stock everywhere, 1 game for both teams in the set. It's all ones, man. Go, swing, swing, Nash roar.
Look at all the signatures and the side attacks. I don't even want to say sig. I don't want to say light. I don't want to say air, because everyone's just using their side to get as much damage out as possible. They're looking for those horizontal hits, those horizontal.
Hey, listen, you point at the dude in front of you and you just press attack. You want to hit him. Ooh, Stardeath down. DB left alone. Went so far for that. I cannot believe it was that vertical game of chicken. Unfortunately, paying for it with his stock, and Paje and Wish now going up 2-1.
One more, and they move on to the losers semifinals to await the possibility for a finals match. So they are only 1 game away from that. Steven Paje, of course, just looking real good right now. You can see the replay right here, the side air confirming the KO, and then DB playing very carefully, trying to make his way back onto the stage. But the down air spike, such a dangerous move, and you always have to be careful for those weapon throws or egg drops, which is the weapon throw into down air. So we shall
a lethal
see.
combination.
Mm-hmm. We shall see if there is a change up here from Stardeath and DB in game number 4, because they're going to need it. This is their tournament stocks right now. 3 more left for either of them.
Paje finally arms up with the hammer into immediately finding a strike with it. 20 damage on that side air. Add a little bit extra for how much strength Teros actually has. Ooh, getting under that signature. Ooh. That was a clutch play.
Very smart. Because if you can't dodge back, you're going to get hit. You can't dodge down and back because you're going to be caught in that hitbox. It's perfect. Woo!
Jeez, and the handoff to DB and Stardeath, they came to play this game. Jeez, Stardeath covering the spike off the wall. DB just coming in from the rafters, getting the spike. Wish in danger. Oh! All right, a little bit of separation, but, you know, some decent damage was done.
That's one way to play the game, keep away, where you keep the opponents away from you by hitting them with the side air. So there you go. That's keep that in mind whenever you're playing Spear under the stage. Stardeath, though, with the down light recovery, almost taking 2 players off. First Wish, almost Paje off the top, and that's not going to lead to another KO. Paje making his way back, looking for the neutral sig grab onto DB. DB getting hit by the weapon throw, and that's going to be Paje making his way back to stage, looking for a side air, not going to connect. Wish playing the back end. DB punishing, and Paje looking for the recovery, not going to find it, but throwing out a little bit too early and and not dedicating his space towards the wall, losing that stock.
What an answer. There was the neutral air that gave the chase dodge back to DB, but Wish was just waiting for it. Immediate pogo answer. But man, still such a massive lead for the blue team. DB and Stardeath starting to turn this set around. They're poised, almost ready to take out Wish, almost ready to take out Paje even. Red team trying to consolidate. Oh no, the bounce off!
Oh!
Wish he's gonna need some help to make it back to stage. Gets the chase dodge off of it. Paje wasn't so lucky, and now Wish having to just resign himself to falling on down as victory goes to DB and Stardeath.
Which, by the way, a massive victory because that is 2 stocks on both of DB and Stardeath compared to the none on the other side. 238 damage from Wish, and get this, 188 damage from Paje. That is nothing. So the fact that Stardeath and DB were able to capitalize and capitulate so much that they had lost earlier on in the set by destroying Wish and Paje in game number 4. We're going to see game number 5 now. Everyone's going to get a few more esports rewards points, of course, as a little treat, and we are going to see who will make it into the losers semifinals position.
Ooh. So them going with the double Macho Man. How much macho is your man? Make it a 2 scoops of pain.
Well, it's not the Raisin brand, son, so I guess we'll have to find out, because if it was, then it would definitely be 2 scoops of pain every single time, every day of the week, and or at least 2 scoops of raisins. But Macho Man on the dub ski with the Macho Man coming in looking for a dub ski onto DB and Stardeath. Stardeath, who is swapping over to the Bodvar pick, which is a very interesting one. Normally you don't see swaps on the winning side, but hey, who knows? I guess it does happen.
Oh, yeah. I mean, hey, if they want to try something out, keep them rocked on their heels, because right now, this is final game of the set. It is do or die territory.
It's going to have to be, and they're going to have to play like their life depended on it, because if they don't, honestly, then they probably
Tournament run ends there.
Try in the next one, because exactly, they're going to be out.
But man, whatever stride DB and Stardeath seemed to hit in the last game, they're just continuing that march forward as they've got Paje and Wish into the red, poised for the early knockouts. There's one.
Paje getting just
There's
barely
2.
connected by that ground pound, getting taken right off the top from the recovery. Wish backing off, playing a very dangerous game here. Not just playing a very careful game, not a dangerous one, excuse me. And as he looks for a weapon pickup, finds the lance. So now it's double lance on both of these sides, and they're going to have to rely. This has to be the whole reason why they picked these characters, is to try and utilize these lances against DB and Stardeath. So they're going to have to just utilize these momentous moves and the high damage hits from both of these, and so much going on.
Man, DB's combo chain just never ends. Finally stopped, broken by Wish, taken out 2 stocks. But man, the amount of damage that DB was able to do, handoff juggles with Stardeath, handoff juggles off of friendly fire, just never-ending, immediate turnarounds, chase dodging. DB was going crazy. That was like a full minute-long highlight of him just tossing out strikes. Now you see Paje down to his final stock. And every time, now Wish is gone, they've got the power play. Paje, yep, retreating to the wall, trying to keep things a little bit safer. Doesn't want to get caught in any big combos. Oh, turning it around, the triple chop, and DB, woo! He's down to his final stock. This is a big turnaround for the red team.
And big turnarounds are what they're going to need, because they were getting absolutely brutalized in the beginning. So DB now and Stardeath having to be put on the back foot just a little bit. They do still have a stock advantage, but not a momentum in the set. Looking for Paje on the right side, though. Almost having him. The side set coming out, and there's the punish. Again, Stardeath holding that right side, looking for the KO onto Paje. Paje playing that lower wall space. Getting the ground pound! Huge plays. Getting that stock right off.
That was really smart. I mean, that was definitely the game of chicken of when are you going to touch the wall? I'm coming down with this ground pound. Paje, I mean, he just perfectly spaced that, waited it out. Unfortunately, couldn't hold on to that stock for too much longer. And now Wish... He went for the gravity cancel taunt? Are you serious, man? This is game 5! Oh my gosh. He thought he could sneak in a little bit of something. DB and Stardeath, they weren't having any of it. So that's putting them moving on into losers semifinals where they're going to go up against Power Ranger and Noob.
I gotta mention, the damage difference between these two teams is so enormous. I mean, that is 529 damage from Stardeath, 390 damage from DB. That's like 1,000.